Well, growing up in Nebraska, we weren't immersed in the pro wrestling world a lot, but our brothers were amateur wrestlers, state champions in Nebraska. So we grew up around amateur wrestling. We finished college basketball, we did grad school, and Lori and I wanted to go explore. You know, we love the beach. We're like, we're going to move to Florida and see what happens. And Lori has always wanted to fight too, and we were thinking about getting into MMA. And my dad was like, "Can you please pick something else?" So our friend wrestled for one of AFA schools, AFA and Sika back in the day. And he's like, "You guys would love pro wrestling. You should go, watch a training session and see what you think." So we went and watched a training session, and we're like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome." The office school happened to be about an hour and a half.
Well, when you took the first bump, it wasn't awesome.
Yeah, that part. The first, but he signed me up. He signed me up, and it was like, okay, we paid the money, we're gonna do this. The first day, I was like, oh hell, what do we do? Because the Samoans, they we drill bumping and cardio, and before we even got to start learning moves, and it was a year of just, you're going to learn how to bump and you're going to learn the basics. And but the Samoans, AFA was like, he's like family to us. He just passed away recently, actually, when we were in LA on a show day. So it was really tough that day. I remember Lori, she was in the makeup chair, and they had to redo our makeup a couple times, but we did feel that taping. He was with us the whole time. So I definitely think he's out there looking out for us. But back to our journey.
Yeah, I'm glad we started with them, because you never, there's not a bump that I'm not scared to take. You're like, oh, we learned the basics from day one for months, so you just becomes second nature. Whereas if you go to a school and it's not as much bumping, learning the fundamentals, I think it's harder. If you're scared when you take a bump, it's
your risk of injury is a lot more. And we ended up, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like wrestling, but I ended up falling in love with it. And I remember Pops telling us, if you love this, you're gonna eat, breathe, and sleep wrestling if you want to be good at it. And he was right. So we've kind of been doing that the last 7 years. It's been quite a journey.